Hello from ISPO 2020. We are here on the Scarpa stand with Nathan, who is going to take us through the brand new Drago LV. So,
all right. Let me see. Where do I start? I guess probably the best thing is to compare the two. That's what most people think. Where do we start with comparing the two of them? So I think the first thing I'd probably say is the Drago LV is not like an upgrade of the Drago. The Drago is like a really glove-like fit shoe, and it's really important that you get the right fit. So it's not like an upgrade, it's an alternative fit. And I'd also say that maybe the Drago LV is a low volume shoe for a longer foot.
Okay.
Does that kind of make sense?
That does make sense.
So most of the Dragos that we see in like the smaller sizes, they tend to fit really, really well. But as the foot gets bigger, it kind of gets more slender and longer. And because the adjustability of the Drago is somewhat limited, just a strap to close, we thought it makes more sense to make the Drago LV for this type of shoe. So most of the volume is taken off the top of the shoe at the top here. And that makes it longer and slender. And it's important because there's not much adjustability in this section, just the elastication. If you look at the back heel, you'll notice one of the changes is that it's got this FAF heel system on the back. So that makes it a little bit wider at the top, not quite as narrow. Mm-hmm. And also the shape of the Drago LV is a little bit slender in the heel as well. And it's a little bit more chamfered at the end here. So it's a slightly different shaped heel with a little bit narrower in the sidewalls, and it's a little bit narrower in the forefoot across the top here. But most of the volume was off the top, in the top here. So I wouldn't say to people it's an upgrade. I would say to people that found that they had a little bit too much bagginess at the top on this Drago, then perhaps try the Drago LV. And that would be a good option to get this really glove-like fit. And that's really important in a shoe like this that really only has one strap to close it. It's important that you get the glove-like fit. It's also probably really important that you don't undersize the Drago too much, because it's a soft shoe. And if you take it too tight, then the shoe loses its flexibility. And we have a lot of climbing shoes. We have 36 different models over there. And if you want something stiffer, it's probably better to choose one of the other models rather than try and undersize the Drago to make it stiffer, which it's not intended for. So it's a hard shoe to get the right size for. You want it to be snug and tight, but you don't want it to be too tight that it's not flexible. But we hope giving the low volume option gives people a little bit more chance to get the perfect fit, which is what we're after.
Fabulous.
Cool.
Thank you so much, Nathan.
No problem.